But again, if this tube were to touch another tube where it's not supposed to touch, it could arc. It would burn a hole through the glass and it will escape and can hit any of us. It's just straight, it's like lightning.
Okay.
It's like man-made lightning.
Iron, yeah.
This with this one? Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. No crossing ever. You are like the main support system.
Okay,
right
got it.
So please do not let
No
go.
pressure.
Yes.
Stay over here.
Yeah, so for your guys' safety, just now as long as somebody can flash my way away. Okay, are we ready?
Hi, it's me, Shea, and today I'm with an artist that I'm very excited to introduce. Her name is Mayra, and she's another artist that's here in California, and here she is.
Boom! Hi, nice to meet you. My name's Mayra. So this is my shed. Right now it's used as storage. I'm using this as a
Mayra
storage.
wears many hats. There's ceramics, there's
Dog mom.
dog mom, car
Glass.
work, lamp working, glass blowing, hoarder.
But I use all of this stuff. Don't come at me. This is my kiln.
No, girl, I watch you use it.
It's here for when I'm ready. I mostly got it so that I can do microwave fusing, stick the glass in there so that it can anneal properly. All of this here is like neon. Behind this, we will take this out so that we can feed it and charge it today. Back there, it's kind of hard to see. I don't know if you can get in there. That is all that's all of my neon equipment that I need to restore so that I can bend
So these
neon.
boxes are about to come with us to a friend's studio, and once we're there, we'll feed the neon, which is basically just turning it on. This has to be done every 3 to 6 months if the neon isn't displayed regularly to make sure it's maintained properly. Mayra made this piece for the Neon as Soulcraft show at the Museum of Craft and Design in San Francisco. After the show was completed, the folks at the museum packed up the piece for Mayra in various boxes and included patterns to help her properly install the piece again on a wall in the future. Right now, the final piece is in different boxes that we will bring with us, organize, unpack, and set up on the wall. First up is the neon tubing. This is the part of the design that will light up and was personally made by Mayra. GTO wires connect all the pieces to make a full circuit, which will be supplied with power by the transformer that's plugged into the wall. Boots are the rubber covers for where the wiring meets the tubing. Then there's the tube supports, which are plastic cylinders with a little hole in them so we can thread wire to mount it to the wall properly. This is different than signs you'll see in bars or other public places where there's usually an acrylic backing. So right now we're in the studio of Picasshoe. They're a friend of Mayra's, and they graciously let us use their studio to feed the neon for today. They make some amazing art that you can see right here. Thank you, Perry. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, so
She's too
basically, this is how it's packaged. This is the best way to do it. This foam material provides like protection from like any vibration.
Right.
And then tying
For,
it down to the
impact.
cardboard with the zip ties will also keep it in place.
Right, and it kind of like keeps it from bending too.
Yes, it's supported here, like in the high spots too.
Right,
so
I
there's
see
not a lot
that.
of vibration like happening to break it. These are electrodes. This is what carries the electricity. The most important part is for me to cover this with rubber. Once these are covered with rubber, it's kind of hard for electricity to flow outside of that. But again, if this tube were to touch another tube where it's not supposed to touch, it could arc. It would burn a hole through the glass and it will escape and can hit any of us.
And it'll just burn a hole through the glass, or will it shatter, or will...
It'll burn a
gas
hole.
cloud.
It's just straight, it's like lightning.
Okay.
It's like man-made lightning.
And it'll just find.
Have you seen this happen before?
No. But like, because we are conductive of electricity, it will try to follow us.
Right.
We're a moving target,
All
so.
different sources.
We're all wearing rubber shoes, it seems like, so
Yes.
that's good.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna have enough space to where they're not like.
I think it's gonna be okay.
I agree. Hey. This looks pretty straight to you guys? Yeah?
Straight in what? Which?
Like the flower, the like just the.
This? I mean, it kind of.
Well, not this
Maybe
part.
pull it a little
like-
to the left.
That.
You want to.
Yeah. So this is these are GTO wires. This is what carries electricity from one unit to the other. The rule is they can't cross each other. So if you follow the red, like it'll go from this path through the neon piece, then from here it'll go to this one, and then through the neon piece, and then from here it'll go here through the neon piece.
That's so
then
interesting.
Here, through the neon. Here through the neon, and then return back to this. It has to complete the circuit.
Return. Okay.
Yes. So there's a difference between these cables that have like a flat edge and then these that have the open wire.
That
the
makes
open
sense.
wire is so that it can go with the unit. This one has 2 open wires because it connects to 2 units.
It looks like you're gonna hot wire it.
Yes. So this is 2 units connection. This is a unit to a transformer connection. This is flat and I will show you why. So this is a transformer. It's not plugged in right now, so it's pretty safe. Be careful. Be careful.
Cuidado.
Cuidado. Cuidado for real. So it has little tabs that you pull up here.
Yeah.
The fear
It
is real.
rewrites everything.
So I'm just gonna verify that it's unplugged.
And also just do a little bit of computer work on it.
Okay, you got the flat GTO if you want to come closer to see this because it's like hard to see. There's some holes in here that the wire goes through, and in those holes it's a needle. That needle is what carries the electricity. So that needle connects into the wire and it allows the current to go through. And then depending on which side is, I believe I connected it on the right side considering the size. And then when both of them are in here, you close it, and then there's like a pin in here that locks everything in place so it can't slide out. It's right there. I'm gonna look for the other wire. Oh, I found it. So you want to make sure that they're all the way to the back because you're trying to insulate in here too. This goes through here and also through here, and then you just close it. It's clipped. It pushes back because of the pressure on the rubber, and then these no longer come out. So then these can go ahead and get connected to the units. These are called boots. There's different styled boots. This is what protects the wire to wire connection. Depending on the bend, you need different kinds of boots. So this is a like straight boot, and these are like for double backs.
Oh, okay.
So this is when the like neon bends back and then the wire is here. But it's essentially the hardware that holds them up.
And those
They're
are
called tube supports.
acrylic?
Yes.
Yeah.
They have different sizes. So these are, I believe, 40 millimeter mounts. These are 30 millimeter mounts, and these are 20 millimeter mounts. And where do they all go? Thankful for the install map. This is a 40 millimeter mount here. This is a 30 millimeter mount. This is a 20 millimeter. So we're just gonna kind of go from the top down.
Nice.
So just, I don't know if this is like a time.
I feel like every glass medium has its pattern, you know? I deal with the same thing. If you don't do the pattern the right way, your future self will have way more work to do.
Yes.
So she's marking where the supports are going to go in the wall for the neon pieces. And each one of these pieces a nail is going to go into?
Yes, or a screw is to hold the little like tube support that's clear that holds everything up from the wall. Because it's not supposed to like
Fully
be on
touch,
the wall.
yeah. That's a fire hazard for sure.
Yeah, and there's also like wires in the wall. So right now, something that I'm also doing that I kind of forgot for this piece, but as I've been keeping in mind the way that the holes line up, and this one's fine because the piece is already going that way. But ideally, you would want to hold the piece, the support where the wire is going to go through. That's going to follow the layout of the pattern. So like these holes are up and down because the piece is going to go this way and it's going to wrap around that better that way versus if it was this way.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
We'll retighten them and they'll be fine.
So these tubes are white because they're covered in phosphorus. They come in clear if you want like a neon color, like the actual red. This one has an extra piece in this box because I did make 4 units. This one was used as a display. It was hooked up to a transformer with a button that they programmed to, so when you push the button it would light up and it was interactive. But they used it to explain how the bombarding process works, which is when you essentially fill the tube with neon and then under pressure and under heat, so that it can actually, and you hook it up to electricity at the same time, and which is really dangerous, and you should not be close to the piece at all. I don't know, that process is like interesting too, because it has to be at a specific temperature. Like paper needs to burn if you put it on the piece while it's bombarding, so that way you know it reaches temperature. The electrodes need to be red. It's kind of like burning everything in and filling it up at the same time. I'm just putting this wire in just to kind of preset.
And what does this wire do? Will it
holds
just
the piece in
supports?
place.
Okay.
I mean, this is copper wire.
It's kind of like how a Barbie's held in place in her box, sort of thing, right?
Yeah, this is also like how the shipping boxes.
Right.
I don't know if you noticed that there's little foam in the box.
Mm-hmm.
The foam is essentially one of these.
Right, so nothing is, you know, just freestanding in the middle
so
of the box.
There's actually there's actually something supporting the weight of where the high spots of my piece is, rather than the piece just kind of floating.
I mean, glass is always fragile, but I feel like neon pieces are some of the most fragile pieces in glass that exist.
I'm matching up the length of the line, my GTO wire, to the GTO line wire here. It goes on my left side, so I'm just gonna go ahead and connect that onto the piece.
And is the color of the tube, while it's off, indicative of what color it'll be when it's on?
Not at all.
It's like a surprise.
Yes.
To me, because...
So this needs to go over this. So if you look on this side...
Do you want the metal to be completely covered?
The metal, it's okay for the metal to like be kind of like exposed. But for the majority of the part, we want it to be... And if notice, I'm sliding the wire into the small side, and then this side is for the tube. Just kind of like separates and holds everything into place.
This is what's between you and getting electric shock to death.
That's between you and an air fried object.
Right. You and Ted Bundy. This is...
So, I don't know if you can get a close-up on this. I basically just twist this, just like if any kind of electrical. I realized for my car, I could just do electrical because of neon.
Right.
I didn't realize that.
I was thinking that earlier. It kind of looks like you're hot wiring a car.
Yeah, I was so scared of electrical on my car.
We're so in.
I work on my own car, kind of because I had to, but it's also kind of came like a hobby.
Yeah.
So
it's an art form.
Yeah. So there's that. And
personalize your car.
Yeah, and it also kind of relates with the glass. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
It works in my brain. So
it absolutely does. Well, it's a part of your life. It gets you to where you need to create your art, and like it's an environment in which you know,
coexist kind of.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You get it.
I do get it. My car is a huge part of my art too.
This matches our map. And we're just kind of using this to look at it. And now we're just going to put this on here.
Let me know if you need more hands or anything.
I just need to look. Okay, cool. If you can hold it down.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. It is glass.
I'm using like as little force as humanly possible.
This is soft glass. It's soda lime glass, which is something that we use in the furnace. So
it's gonna be stronger, right?
No.
Oh no! It's soda lime glass. It's not Boro. Okay, Boro's the strongest glass.
Like from here, it's a lot darker than what it is up here.
Right.
Because they wiped it right here.
Point that again.
Right here, it's darker than what it is right here at the connection point because they wiped the phosphorus off.
Right.
For the weld. So then, because there's no phosphorus there, it's kind of transparent. But where there's phosphorus everywhere else, it might not be
opaque.
Transparent. Yeah, opaque. So that's why I think
just phosphorus,
and
that is phosphorus with colored glass.
Correct.
The more you know.
Okay, so now I'm gonna hook these up to their respective locations.
You literally are hot wiring it. Yeah, absolutely.
So I believe this one's not gonna get connected next. This one's gonna go to the bottom piece.
Okay. Yeah.
On the
You're
left
right.
side. So only one side gets connected now. Okay,
That's
can you hold this piece?
Yes,
Is it perfect? Well,
I think
this still has enough
so.
space. So the thing about glass is that, so the thickness of this needs to be like, let me just secure this down.
If you can't tell, the yellow piece is maybe like double the thickness of the white piece. How thick can you go?
You mean how far can I go?
No. Like how thick can a
it just
tube be?
depends. Like pretty thick.
Can you
It
make
can
them
be
thick
pretty
ones?
thick, yeah.
That's
Hold on to it
crazy.
still. It just depends on what you're looking for.
Like the design that you.
Sorry, I'm just
No, don't be
trying to
sorry.
separate the space up there.
You have nothing to be sorry for. We are here to support you. Mentally, emotionally, and physically.
Thank you.
And
What kind of boot I was gonna use. So you just basically repeat the whole process, but the thing is, like, you have to make sure the wires don't cross. That's
never cross
the safety.
wires. We're mounting is this a transformer?
Yes.
This transformer on the wall to make sure that these wires aren't crossing
Like how
they
they're
are right
touching
now.
right
That's
now? That's
no bueno.
100 ways to die. Perry, do you have what is it called? A thumbtack?
Thumbtack.
Solo install.
You got a precious
Cool.
little box to choose from as well.
Okay. So now we double check our work. First is, did we insulate all the connections properly? They all have a rubber boot. All A-okay. I don't see any exposed wires. And then we double check that our connection is continuing circuit. So and then it's also not crossing. I'm just verifying that it's not crossing.
Well, and the
By
piece goes
crossing, I mean
over
the
itself,
wires.
right?
Yeah.
So, like,
Okay.
it's okay that these pieces overlap, but, like, if these pieces were to overlap, that's bad.
That's bad. These pieces are okay to overlap because
if,
the
like-
diameter of the tubing
Oh,
is
okay,
there's
enough.
in the diameter of tubing in
Between the
here.
two. There's
Yes.
room for the Holy Spirit.
Yes, I do have a piece in here that does have like plastic holding space between it to
Okay.
just make sure that they don't arc through.
But, like, if these wires were to cross over each other, is that also bad? Like this wire and, yeah.
This with this one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. No crossing ever. The circuit has to follow its continuity. It can't have anything interfering because then it creates like an integrity problem. Okay, so this is the part where you guys back away from the wall.
Okay.
It changes colors.
So go kind of stay
Not
away.
always.
Yes.
Stay over here.
Yeah. So for your guys'
Are we in the blast zone right here?
No, I am.
Okay.
And then that light on, you want it, right?
Yeah, do you want this light on or off?
Well, turn on right now. Plug it in. Okay, don't get close to the wall.
Don't tell
And
me
any
choice.
walls? Listen down.
be as specific
the
as
floor
possible.
is lava.
The floor is lava. Okay, we can turn the light off now.
Yes. Is that... Oh my goodness.
So you see this one, it's dull. That one's like doesn't have enough power, so that's why it's feeding.
Okay, so as the power goes through it, it'll become as
Brighter.
bright as the other ones.
Yes.
Oh my god, the colors are beautiful.
And it's super bright right now because the last time I fed it was 3 months ago. So
Yeah, she's on top of it.
Yeah, I didn't wait
Yeah.
for it to let go. So if you can look here, there's breaks in the color or like the glass tube. Reason being is because one, you run out of tube during a bend and you just have to add on another tube and keep working from there. Or two, it's not a safe enough bend for your hands to do on the torch. So you have to just break it up into pieces and then weld them
can't
with
fry
the
your
handheld
hand.
torch. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't fry your hand. And I believe it's 4 feet of invisible flame above the torch.
What do you find is the number one thing that you wish you knew before you started neon? What's like the biggest tip you'd give to your beginner self?
With neon?
Specifically, yeah. I'll ask you with other things too, but Like, where do you think you, like, learned your biggest lesson in it where you were
Oh,
like,
definitely
shit.
working with color.
Yeah.
So you know how working with color in the furnace can affect the way that its viscosity or how it stretches
Totally,
in the
yeah.
heating process. Same thing here. You can also strike in tubing, but you don't want to strike, so you need to have the right atmosphere to not strike. So
Okay, yeah,
it's all about like the heat and the color, and if you're flashing it or like not, because you can shatter it, you can shock it too. It's soda lime, so it just depends on the color chemistry.
Soda lime
That's
is
something
super
weird.
sensitive.
I also think that my case is really like different because I already have all this glass knowledge behind. So I think all of the previous knowledge that I had really allowed me to get to this.
Absolutely.
I understood the,
yeah, like
I understood the concept.
I was saying earlier, I feel like when you're involved in one glass medium, it's kind of like a gateway to other glass mediums. It helps you understand other processes and other pieces of the puzzle, and then you can go on into this next medium kind of not totally blind.
Yes, totally.
What do you find the hardest part of being a glass artist as a whole?
Accessibility.
For sure.
And given the fact that I am a person of color, like I am on a poorer demographic or not as financially stable demographic, so I'm like surviving. Art is expensive to get into, and it's not accessible everywhere. So with it not being common, it like runs the cost because it's rare.
Definitely.
Or a unique experience.
Yeah, it's not, I mean, my original love is painting, no hate at all, but painting is a lot more accessible than something like neon, glass blowing, stained glass, something like that. I mean, it costs so much money to even rent a space like that or have access to a space like that. I mean, even going to school is so expensive. You're still paying tuition and everything.
And they don't even offer neon in schools like that, except if you're going to Pilchuck or like...
Right.
Oh, fun fact, we actually met at Pilchuck. Shout out to Pilchuck.
Shout out to Pilchuck.
But
Pilchuck pals.
Yeah.
I love it.
Pilchuck.
You can see this one getting brighter.
Yes.
I love the deep purple. I've never seen that color in neon before.
Yeah, it's like a deep.
It's like a violet.
It's like a deep light. It's like a dark light.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense.
It's almost looks like a UV light, but it doesn't like fuck with your eyes the same way. Yeah.
I like this. I think this was the antique glass that I was talking about that we tried to use for this one, but I ended up not liking the color or something. I don't remember what happened. But I was like, yeah, no, that one gotta go. That one gotta go.
Yeah. We'll have more content with Mayra and a bunch of other artists regularly, including an artist spotlight on the 13th of every month, just like this one. Until then, you can check out some more in-depth videos with Mayra in her home studio and of the bombardment process over on Patreon. Thank you for watching, my glassy gooses. I appreciate each and every one of you, and if you could like and subscribe, it would mean the world to me. Bye!